so things happen. All right, I'm going to do one with the guitar.
Acapulco.
Yeah.
Acapulco, as they say. I'll sing
I don't know
Acapulco.
who originated that
I don't know
one.
either, but it's a
Well,
lovely
you know,
mispronunciation.
Todd used to say it.
Oh, Todd.
Yeah,
Toki.
maybe he made it up.
Yeah. It's a nice mispronunciation.
I like it. I always use it. I give him credit. Yeah. Acapulco. Let's see here. All right, this is a Acapulco one that I wrote. It's called the Golden Age. And you can clap along with it. Well, have you heard the news? She's a losing all the blues. Have you made the scene? She's a rising up from the machine. Have you seen her lately? She's a changing greatly, greatly. Have you seen it today? She's getting ready to play and play and play. Says she's getting ready to fly. Oh, way up high, up in the sky. She's getting ready to soar. Come on, baby, open up the door. She's getting ready to truly dance. No longer scared to take the chance. She's getting ready right now. She's learning how. Well, time is close at hand. We're headed for the promised land. The time of golden peace. Are you ready for the great release? The scene is shifting fast. The last will be first and the first will be last. The golden age is now high. Are you ready to fly? Well, tune on into the time. We are rising up from the slime. Tune on into the scene. Life will no longer be mean. Tune on into the truth. It's so much finer than the best vermouth. Tune on into the way. Right here, right now, wow, wow. Today,
Your third song, have you thought about that?
three. Oh,
you want
wow.
to do three?
Maybe I'll read some poetry this time.
That would be so nice. Great.
Okay. This is stuff I wrote at a place called Faithful Fools. It's a ministry. It's located in the Tenderloin, and a number of the poets that come here on Wednesday and other nights go to it. They have a writing group, and so anyhow, that's where this came from. Okay, this one's called Internet Dating. Welcome to the wacky, wonderful world of internet dating. where people lie, post younger pictures, and feel free to email insults with the false bravado that they would never have had in conversation, even on the phone. Judgment is the name of the dating game. Are you good enough, smart enough, rich enough, radical enough, literate enough, sexy enough to merit their attention, consideration, and time? How to write the most glorious, powerful profile to sell yourself to those in the market, what to leave in, delete, imply, suggest, that will merit the most buyers for your soul, mind, and body. Can anyone be trusted in this Twilight Zone world where nothing and no one are as they seem? How can one human being know another human without face, voice, all that makes us unique? Still, people get online for hours and hours looking to alleviate the loneliness, boredom, lack of touch that accompanies them at home, at work, on the street. And I think this binary game, unfortunately, is here to stay. I feel like singing, damn it. All right, I'm going to sing this one. This is one I don't sing very often. It's also a chant, and it might sound somewhat like the other one, but that's okay. But it's a good one. This is called One Day at a Time, and I wrote it when I was home. After that crazy, insane, amazing marital breakup that I swear one of these days I'm going to write a made-for-TV movie about it, and nobody will believe it, and it'll be all the rage because it's so weird. Okay, really? Okay, seriously. Anyhow, so you can get a little bit of that taste of the weirdness from the song. Taking it up one day at a time, making it up one day at a time. Got to keep on keeping on, got to keep on singing your song. You might be part of a family full of love and security. Long come hoodoo at your door, home and family there no more. One day rich as a soul can be, next day beg for a cup of tea. Life's a party with your friends, next day seems like it's the end. I'm taking it up one day at a time, making it one day at a time. Got to keep on keeping on, got to keep on singing your song. There's some evil folk live in the dark, wreck your life for just a lark. Ain't no conscience can be found, take all you got, just a hanging around. To these folks it's just a joke, lie and lie, your life's up in smoke. Take and take till it's all gone, pawn a soul and split by dawn. Yeah, take it in one day at a time, make it in one day at a time. Got to keep on keeping on, Got to keep on singing your song. Yeah.
Nice. Lotus, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it one more time for Lotus. The blue one is, the black one is yours. So now I'd like to welcome to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, James Conrad.
James! Oh, James! Hello, thanks.
Oh, sitting down.
So my name is James Conrad, and this is a chapter from my book, Judo Cleans House. And this is episode 29 of Judo Cleans House. One afternoon, a few short days after Judo was sent to the hole, his friends Jesse, Alberto, and Sebastian were talking amongst themselves in the exercise yard. From the corner of his eye, Jesse spotted 4 of Kurt Iron's Aryan Brotherhood comrades coming toward them from behind and to his right. Jesse, said Sebastian, nodding over Jesse's shoulder, right behind you. Yeah, I seen him, said Jesse, as he turned around and took on a confident but impassive posture. The fuck you want, puto? He snapped, shooting a glare at the thugs moving toward him. As soon as one standing closest to him drew back to take a swing at him, he knocked his arm away and countered with a fast, powerful uppercut to the chin that lifted the skinhead nearly 1 foot off the ground before he crashed down to earth. Right then and there, with the battle lines drawn plain and crystal clear, everybody piled on top of each other, punching, kicking, grabbing hair, smashing rocks against faces, shoulders, and backs, stirring up a gigantic cloud of dust and littering the sand in the exercise yard with blood and teeth. After 3.5 minutes, it seemed like an eternity for everybody there. 6 guards arrived and broke up the fight, escorting Jesse, Alberto, and Sebastian, bruised and bloody, to the medic en route to the solitary wing, while their attackers were carried away to the infirmary. For the next 4 months, as Zurdo bided his time in the hole, a vendetta festered between the Aryan Brotherhood and the Hispanic inmates. At least 2 or 3 times a week, fights would break out in the exercise yard, in the chow hall, at the basketball court, or on the cell tiers. Often one-on-one confrontations would escalate into full-on melees. Though they were outnumbered to a considerable extent, the Aryan Brotherhood, determined, kept up the fight, believing defeat was equal to dishonor. Though Zurdo's friends, Jesse, Alberto, and Sebastian, having dealt with threats from hostile inmates before, kept their wits about them and stuck together whenever they could, others were not so lucky. By the end of Zurdo's 2nd month in the hole, there had been a total of 5 murders, 2 of the victims Hispanic and the others white supremacists. Angel Valdez, a 19-year-old kid serving a sentence for assault with a deadly weapon, encountered 3 members of the Aryan Brotherhood lying in wait for him just a few feet away from his cell and was thrown over the railing to his death. The next day, his friend Manuel Rojas, age 20, serving time for breaking and entering, sliced John Herman, 24, one of the people who murdered Angel, across the jugular vein with a homemade plexiglass knife in the exercise yard. Although John's wound was fatal, his friends caught up with Manuel, stomping and kicking him to death. Over the next 2 weeks, John Herman's accomplices in the death of Angel Valdez would meet their fate. Ralph Hansen, 21, was beaten to death in the shower room, and Carl Murphy, 23, was stabbed through the ear with a sharpened screwdriver as he sat down to dinner in the chow hall. As a result of the rise in violence, surprise inspections became more infrequent, often turning up makeshift knives, blackjacks, knuckle dusters, and sundry, which were always confiscated upon their discovery. Meanwhile, visits to the infirmary and the solitary wing increased, and more guards were posted in the mess hall during the time the inmates took their meals. One day, while Zurdo was resting after practicing his karate, the hatch in his cell door opened. The warden says you're going to be in here for another 6 months, said the guard, peering into Zurdo's cell. It's for your own protection. Shit's getting hella crazy lately. Motherfuckers are getting killed. Fine, said Zurdo, stretching back and shutting his eyes. As long as those racist pendejos stay the fuck away from me, I'll be alright. Okay, said the guard and walked away, closing the hatch. So
A
yeah,
lot of action in that chapter.
I suppose so.
You suppose so? You wiped out 2/3 of the jail in one chapter.
Not 2/3. It's basically kind of a sort of a fairly isolated microcosm. I mean, San Quentin is a pretty damn big place, and it's often, unfortunately, overcrowded. Although, you know, Obama took a step in. I'm glad that he decided to let those reformed drug offenders go.
Right.
Okay, I remember this one. So, yeah, I've been kind of in a pissy mood all night. I'm not going to get into why, but it just makes me want to sing a song about the deep, abiding compassion I have and the concern for my fellow human being.
So you're going to sing about Bob Wire Love? Nice.
I guess I'll just do a cappella. Out from South Street, Philadelphia, up from Avenue C, I see in the eyes it was waiting to freeze from the valley of death. I don't care about you. Fuck you. I don't care about you. Seen Hollywood Boulevard, Welfare Hotel, spent the night in jail near the Wilcox Hotel. I don't care about you. Fuck you. I don't care about you. Seeing an old man have a heart attack in Manhattan. Well, he died while he just stood there looking at him. Ain't he cute? I don't care about you. Fuck you. I don't care about you. Seeing men rolling drunks, seeing bodies in the street. I've seen a man who was sleeping and puking, another man crawling down Fifth Street trying to get something to eat. I don't care about you. Fuck you. I don't care about you. Thanks. I just had to get that out.
It was adorable.
Right? You're a role model.
And don't forget your phone.
Oh, yeah. Gotta put it on the charts soon.
Now I'd like to bring back to the stage for a song, Rible, ladies and gentlemen. Please
Yeah,
welcome
no,
Rible.
that was an old song by Peter. I just forgot the chords, so I did it off the cello.
This right here, thing?
Yes, and then Darren, you'll be next.
Darryl. So after that love song,
That heartfelt love song.
I'm gonna do another one of mine. This is one of those weird songs that turned out to be a universal song. I wrote it for a friend of mine. I wrote about a friend of mine, and then discovered, wow, this is about me too. And it's called I Don't Know What to Say. And as I had said before, I obviously did know what to say because I wrote a song
About it.
So
Yeah.
you lied.
I know. The very title is a contradiction already. Okay, so here we go. And by the way, this is on my album, shameless plug. I have 2 copies of my album, $5. Everybody here already has one, so here. So here we go. Sometimes, doesn't matter if you heard anything.
Rible, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Voss. And now I'd like to welcome to the stage Darryl Jones.
I'm the kind of person that usually practices opens my voice, gets my body ready, and have it. So, yes. I've been doing lots with kneeling and shoemaking. I now have 6 pairs of shoes that I can sell or wear brand new on a special day for myself. And dandelions are the trick for tumor needs in the body. So things are going good. Getting a lot of help with massaging. I got 3 treatments on Tuesday. I'm strong enough to handle, 3 big workouts. So lots of good stuff is coming my way. My happy moment of the week was a little kid on the bus who was whistling away in tune and lovely. A little black girl. She was probably 7 or so. And I said, you should learn this song. You're a holiday, such a holiday, something I think's worthwhile. If my whistling makes you smile, if not, then you're throwing stones, throwing stones, throwing stones. I got waves, and I liked me too because I paid attention, and just like saying, hey, yeah, that's cool, that's fun, good stuff, yeah. So, and then I got to use her again in the week, like I used the little boy that gave me my Charlie's story. When I returned to it to bring the kids along, the little boy who didn't want to play with me until he gave me his little plastic Charlie. And I said, oh, great, I want to see Charlie. Charlie? You bit my finger, Charlie, and it really hurts. And it's still hurting, Charlie. So whenever anybody didn't want to play with me for a while, I'd tell them Charlie's story, and they peek around corners and listen, Charlie! And have great fun with bringing them along. And this time, with these 2 little kids that were little wrecks, and I said, oh yeah, there's this little black girl, and I sang her this song, and she was just so thrilled. Yeah, because she was 7, they'll listen to the story if somebody's older. And then there was this little boy who was wailing away. He's coming down the street on Market Street. He's just like, everybody's around him. He's wailing like crazy. And I go, and I touched his hand. He was about 1.5 years or so. And I said, you need a happy song. Yeah, you really do, I can tell. Anyway, he was like trying to smile and trying to figure out, and everybody was like watching this whole arrangement of things. And he liked the songs, and he was jiving and everything a little bit, but his main concern was that he was strapped into this thing, and he wanted to be up with everybody else, riding shoulders, or God knows, but not way down below, bumping along and chained in. So he's like pushing my tummy, there's still a problem here. I'm strapped in. I said, yeah, but you'll be all right for just a little bit. Everybody was happy, he was happy, we laughed, they partied. So yeah, just being able to bring new fun things for myself and other people is great. Anyway, I read a book. It was called The Wild Ride, and it was about the horse country tragedy. Calumet was an old family, you know, get wild about the horses after they made the millions and developed in Kentucky, in Lexington, and in this amazing Blue Ridge place. And I mean the bluegrass area where all the great horses are brought because of this phenomenon with potassium and calcium under the soil that makes the most amazing horses. Anyway, this family had this kid, that only son, who didn't turn out so good, and then the daughters that he had married this shyster-deister, and so they just like ransacked the whole deal. It's just a story about being careful, and tragedy really strikes when you have a tragic script. So in my own life, I have to really be careful looking at all the different little places here, there, and everywhere where I'm going off, and then getting all the great lessons from people. Anyway, I'm going to read a little bit of Rumi because I dipped into him a little bit again this week. And seeing as I like to eat and be healthy, here's one. Boil nicely now. Look at the chickpeas in the pot. How they leap up when they feel the fire. While boiling, one of them rises to the top and cries, "Why are you setting this fire under me? Did you buy me for this tumbling and torture?" The housewife keeps hitting it with the ladle. "No," she says, "boil nicely now, and don't leap away from the one who makes the fire. It's not because you are hateful to me that I boil you, but so that you might gain flavor and become nutritious and mingle with the essential spirit. This affliction is not because you are despised. When you were green and fresh, you were watered in the garden. That watering was for the sake of this fire." Seems that we keep losing this one, so that it was wonderfully uplifting. Maybe I won't be able to find it. The companionship of fools. Flee from the foolish. Even Jesus fled from them. Much blood has been shed by the companionship of fools. Air absorbs water little by little. Even so, the fool drains you of spirit. He steals your heat and leaves you cold, like one who puts a stone beneath you. The flight of Jesus wasn't caused by fear, for he is safe from the mischief of fools. His purpose was to teach by example. So we're leaving the fools behind. I'll do one little one that was so special. It was my guiding light during my recovery from severe brain damage. Biggest guiding light was Rumi. And I put it to a little bit of music. Oh, and my other bell's sick, so I'm like a little critical of my music too. Be with us. Be with the ocean, who's steady through life. Don't sink to the bottom like a fish gone to sleep. The spring we search for within the murky webs. See the lights move together across the sky. A candle will flame within the golden days. Don't sink between bright earth like still live. When the full moon comes out, look around, look around. Around. it's a little bit about that and other aspects of the more romantic type. Okay, the old perspective, nose for gold, the sailor moon, didn't read the sky, the gambler senses ready to fold, the trick to naked apple pie, whose mystery what might persist in the temple, making the old, making war, either you got it or you don't. Some cats know, you can tell by the touching, the way you come after it, you hugging, you dragging and punching. Some cats know how to turn up the feeling, to make you feel right, tell you. Halfway to the ceiling, is when the cat goes young, the cat goes young. Who'll take the only hearts they got and throw them into the fire? Who risk their only self-respect in the name of desire? Who say television no longer thrilling? I said, lovers with, don't you know, lovers with, lovers will do almost anything for the freedom that only love can bring. Love is a feeling. Who'll be the first one to I said, love is real. Love is real. Thank you very much.
Darryl Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Darryl Jones. So that's it for this week. Thank you for coming to our open mic. Next week, our feature will be Ian Alexander. Ian Alexander will be here from 7 till 7:30 next week. See you all then. Good night, Granny Rose. Enjoy. Night, night, everybody.